Sitting on a secure mooring in the secret gillies off Lombok's southwest coast, we really felt we'd found heaven on earth. The physical beauty and welcoming small community of Gili Asahan made us feel so at home. We really didn't ever want to leave. The reality is that we were but guests in this country, with limited time on our visas, which was fast running out. Like most cruisers sailing Indonesia, we'd been granted a B211A visa for 60 days, which can then be extended twice, for a maximum stay of up to 180 days. You must leave the country before expiry. However, once out of Indonesia, you can obtain a whole new visa and your maximum 180-day clock starts all over again. You can get full details of the various Indonesian visa processes in our ebook at the link on the screen or in the episode details below. With our Dreamtime safe on her mooring under the watchful eye of the local villagers, we embarked on our first visa run. Our initial idea was to take the cheapest option and fly to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia for a couple of days and then return. However, Karen discovered a package deal for a week in Vietnam's Ho Chi Minh City, which included accommodation and was only $100 or so dearer each. As we'd never been to Vietnam, it was an easy decision, so we caught a ferry over to Bali, flew out of Denpasar, and soon immersed ourselves in a new culture. For the price, we were amazed just how good our accommodation was, with a rooftop pool, bar and restaurant. It was also well located, easy walking distance to the central city area. During our travels, we've been fans of these hop-on, hop-off buses to give you an overview of a city. Here in Ho Chi Minh City, we're doing the same. We'll do a full loop and get a feel for the city and then work out where we want to jump off and have a look. Like most, you can get a 4-hour ticket or a 24 or even a 48-hour ticket and just hop on and off as many times as you like. And this service actually provides a night loop as well, which we're planning on having a look at this evening. But it's really good value, good way to just get a feel for the city. Up here high, watching what's happening with the traffic. I don't think I want to sit downstairs. It's a bit chaotic.
It is.
Now all we've got to do is get across this crossing.
Help by a car turning left. Yep, we made it.
And it's a walking street. No bikes, no cars, no buses. Thank God.
So on tour this morning, I broke my glasses. How very silly. I have a spare pair in the hotel room. I always travel with a spare pair because obviously I can't see without glasses. But that would mean us stopping our tour and then going back to the hotel. We just stopped in at the eyewear place here and they fixed my glasses in 10 minutes flat for 25 Australian dollars. New frames. Love them.
I was so impressed with the service that I asked the question, how long would it take for me to have an eye test and get a new pair of multifocal glasses? The answer was 3 days. So I've had the eye test. I've got new multifocal glasses coming with beautiful frames. Total cost in Australian dollars, just over $200. That is a fraction of what I paid for my last ones, which turned out to be rubbish and broke within 3 months. So I'm pretty happy with what we're getting here in Ho Chi Minh City. We had intended to visit Nui Dat, which was the home of the Australian forces during the Vietnam War and the site of the intense Battle of Long Tan. We really would have liked to have paid our respects at the memorial there, but disappointingly the cost of hiring a car and driver for the trip proved just too prohibitive. In fact, we found the cost of tours far, far more expensive than in Indonesia. So being on a limited budget, we restricted ourselves to doing just the one and headed south from Ho Chi Minh City to see a little of the famous Mekong Delta. On our way, we stopped to explore an incredible temple complex with more than enough Buddhas to make your head spin.
So here we are on the Mekong, going for our very own cruise. Maybe it's down. I have to make sure which way we're going. We're here on Unicorn Island and we're visiting a bee farm. I think that's what we call it, a bee farm. But this is one of the slots out of the beehive. And look at the bees, they are so thick. Our world needs bees, so it's nice to see so many healthy bees. So we're going to actually taste some of the produce. Yum yum.
Don't drop it.
Don't drop the bees. No. They're very busy little bees, aren't they? Look at them. Yeah, I better hand them over. I'll give them back carefully. Okay, thank you.
When in Vietnam, do as the Vietnamese do. These hats are actually really, really light and I think quite practical.
They're beautiful. I love them. We need a couple for the boat. They're very cool.
The sampan ride's all part of the tour and it's cool going up between the palms. The water reminds me of the Yarra River in Melbourne. Just I don't think the Yarra's quite as clean. The different transport methods kept coming as we made our way to enjoy an unbelievable seafood lunch.
It is. Excuse me. That's the freshwater fish. An elephant ear fish. Tamarins. Wow.
Then I was back on the water for a stylish ride, complete with fresh coconut drink, before our drive back to the hotel. We enjoyed our time exploring Ho Chi Minh City and having a break from the boat. But most importantly, while away, our agent Raymond Lesmana had got new visas ready for us in plenty of time for our flights back to Bali. This meant we were all set for another 6 months exploring more of Indonesia on our Dreamtime. If you haven't already subscribed, that's also a very helpful thing for us. And while you're there, click the bell button so you don't miss any of our episodes. Lastly, a massive thank you to those that have provided extra support by joining our Dreamtime Sail virtual crew through Ko-fi or Patreon. You're the guys and girls who float our boat and keep us motivated.